The Dionýz Štúr State Geological Institute was founded in 1940 and is a Slovak Environmental Ministry contributory organization. The institute implements state geological services according to geological law and is the main geological authority in Slovakia. The organization is based in Bratislava with regional centers in Spišská Nová Ves, Košice and Banská Bystrica. The first director of the institute was Professor Dmitry Andrusov, the founder of modern Slovak geology. Since 1953, meaning for more than 60 years, the institute has borne the name of the famous Slovak geologist Dionýz Štúr, who was director of the Institute of Geological Repository in Vienna from 1885 to 1892 and an advisor to Emperor Franz Joseph I. Dionýz Štúr compiled the first geological map of the former Austro-Hungarian monarchy. The institute is a renowned state organization, the main mission of which is systematic regional surveys of the geological structure in Slovakia, research into hydrogeological structures and groundwater resources, including mineral and geothermal waters, the research, surveying, monitoring, and remediation of geological hazards, geological engineering evaluation for areas of interest, partial monitoring system operation for geological factors, environmental impact monitoring, raw material research. The institute records, collects, and publishes the results of geological work carried out in Slovakia via means of a geology information system. The results of the work are the basis for political, economic, and environmental decisions made by state authorities. Several laboratories form part of the institute. These include the Geoanalytic Reference Laboratory at the Regional Center in Spišská Nová Ves, the Electron Microanalysis and Isotope Geology Laboratory in Bratislava, and the Mineral Resource Applied Technology Laboratory in Košice. The institute records all geological works carried out in Slovakia, the results of which subsequently go on to form testimonials, reports, maps, archives, and processes, which are then made available to professionals and the general public, representing a unique collection of more than 100,000 geological reports. Furthermore, the institute provides management of state mineral resource deposits, maintains registers of slope deformations, old mine works, landfills, and many other registers. The institute creates and maintains a geological information system. The information is used as the basis for decision-making by state authorities. The institute additionally manages mineralogical and paleontological collections, along with an archive and the Geological Library. The Central Slovak Geological Library is a specialized library with nationwide competence, which collects, processes, preserves, protects, and publishes the largest collection of domestic and foreign scientific and professional library documents focused predominantly on geology. The library contains about 70,000 volumes of monographs, collections, various periodicals, and more than 43,000 individual publications. The geological information is expressed in both regional and basic geological maps alongside textual explanations. An integral part of geological mapping comes courtesy of the application of special supportive methods pertaining to terrain and laboratory research, in particular stratigraphy, sedimentology, petrology, and structural geology. The institute is currently creating a 3D visualization of geological data. Geological research creates a basic geology knowledge base, which is a prerequisite for applied geology solutions. The institute is the main authority providing the Slovak Republic with extensive information on the geological environment. The effective interconnection of top-level research and the provision of objective expert services respects current state needs. These are predominantly issues of basic and regional geology, the national raw material policy and the sustainable development thereof, spatial planning, monitoring, remediation, prevention of slope instability, and the impact on buildings and the environment. The most significant projects currently underway include the Hydrogeological Survey of Deficit Regions in Slovakia project, financed through the Environmental Quality Operational Program, which addresses the provision of substitute groundwater resources during longer dry seasons. Another major project is the Kras Cave project, which is funded through the LIFE resource in order to reduce the risk of drinking water source contamination in the karst underground ecosystem in Krasnohorska Cave, which is dependent on the quantity and quality of groundwater. The Institute additionally provides assistance with dealing with extraordinary events. After heavy atmospheric collisions, claystone streams and accompanying landslides occurred in the Vratna Valley. The Institute's task was to assess the risk of shifting in terms of slope conditions and determine the prognosis of further developments. Another major project is the monitoring of environmental burdens. At 161 sites, a monitoring network has been set up to monitor pollutants leaking into the environment. The monitoring serves to detect changes in the range, extent, and development of geological environment, water, and soil pollution. The Institute is furthermore part of the Euro-Geo-Surveys Association of European Geological Surveys, known as EGS, based in Brussels. An important role is played here particularly by the factors that address environmental and sustainable development issues. Based on the results of the geological work, the organization creates and publishes expert geological literature in many editions. The popularization of earth sciences and the approximation of the results of public research is one of the other activities carried out by the Institute. In a comprehensible and compelling form, this information is passed on to all those interested, from amongst professionals and the general public, to students, tourists, and even to children. The Dionýz Štúr State Geological Institute is your partner in the field of earth sciences.